What's up, guys? Justin here with the CGEssentials.com, back with another Blender add-on tutorial for you. So this week I'm super excited to check out this brand new add-on for creating cables inside of Blender. Now let's go ahead and just jump into it. Alright, so Cablerator is a brand new add-on for Blender. I think it came out this week. That's designed to help you create different kinds of cables, from hanging cables to drawing cables on surfaces, just a whole lot of stuff you can use for creating cables. And I'm super excited to check this out. So cost for this add-on is going to be $10. And so now let's talk through kind of the way this works, other things like that. So first thing, you're going to go through the add-on installation process. Note that when you go into your preferences and you enable Cablerator, there's a note right here for documentation, as well as some other options in here for adjusting your font size, your default cable width, other things like that. I went in and adjusted my default cable width down just because they were coming in too thick at the default 0.1. So you might want to think about changing that. There's some other things in here that you can adjust as well. But for right now, let's go ahead and just take a look at how we can use this in order to create cables. So there's a few different ways to create cables in this add-on. And so the first way I want to talk about is the simplest. You just do a Shift A. You can either go into Curve, Cablerator, or you can go down to Cablerator and select the option for Create Cable. And so when you do that, what you're going to do is you're going to create a cable by setting a start and finish point. And so one thing that I like to do is I like to do this in the straight on view. So I'm going to set this right here, and then we're going to do this again. And I'm just going to start by clicking on this point, and then we're going to click on this point. So you can see how what that did is that created a cable. And first thing you're going to notice is this definitely gives this a rather large curve when you start, but you can adjust that by using your tools over here. So notice it pops up this little window with different options in here. And so the two that I want to focus on first are the width and the tension. And so width is going to adjust the width of the cable. So you tap the S key and then move your mouse in order to adjust the width of the cable. One thing that's going to be really important on this is if you hold the Shift key, it puts you into more of like a fine adjustment mode like this. So what that allows you to do is that allows you to more finely adjust this. It kind of changes the increment of how much it adjusts this cable when you move your mouse. In addition, you can also tap the D key and move your mouse to adjust the tension of the cable. So what this is doing is this is basically coming in here and adjusting how far out this cable is going to hang. Then I can click in order to place this. And so real quick, just so you have an understanding of what this is doing, if you were to go ahead and click on this or hit the Enter key and then tab into edit mode, this is basically using a curve in order to create your cable. Right? So it's basically adding these points in here, and then you can adjust them later. So if you don't like the way this hangs, for example, like let's say you wanted this to hang down more, you could tab into edit mode and select this and adjust this in order to change these cables. So you could also scale them in order to adjust the way that the cable curves. There's a lot of different things you can do with this. But once you know that, that means that these are very adjustable. And so in addition, let's say we were to add another cable. So we'll just do a Shift A, Cablerator, create cable. Let's create a cable that runs from this point right here to this point right here. And we'll zoom out, tap the D key to adjust the way this hangs, but then notice how there's an option in here to add subdivision points. And so what adding subdivision points is going to do is that's going to add additional points in here in your curve that you can use to adjust this. So if I was to tap the G key, and move my mouse, you can see I can add subdivision points like this. So if I was to click, and then we'll go ahead and hit enter, or sorry, we'll go ahead and click on this, and then we'll tab into edit mode. Well, notice how this curve has more points in here. Well, what that means is that I have more options now for the way that I can adjust this, right? So let's say that I wanted this to act as if it was in like a bundle or something like that. I could select a couple of these points and move this over in this way. So notice how you can add additional subdivision points to really be given control over what your cables are going to do in here. And so that's going to be the first way that you can create cables. And the cool thing about that is it really makes it easy to add these cables in here. So you're literally just coming in here and clicking on a couple points and then adjusting in order to make these cables hang the way that you want them to. So it also makes it really easy to make the cables go around each other, because of how easy it is to adjust that tension. So because of that, you can add a bunch of cables really quickly. And if you don't like where these are on the face, so if you want this to be a little bit more centered, I'm going to move this out of the way. You could tab into edit mode, select this point, and you can adjust where these are placed on your face as well. So very adjustable. One other thing to note about these is if you do want to come back in and adjust the thickness, so let's say for example that I wanted this to be thicker, I could do a Shift A, and then with this cable selected, I can click on the button for Edit Cable. So what that means is I can come back in here and I can adjust the thickness of a cable after it's been placed. So there's some other options in here as well I don't want to talk too much about right now. The twist method is going to basically adjust the way that this curve, the way that the profile is created, having to do with the curve. So usually I've just been leaving it on Z up, but you can play around with that as well. But the next thing I wanted to talk about is another way to create cables. So this way is created by clicking on points. There's another way to create cables where you can do a Shift A and do a draw cable. And so when you draw a cable, what that's going to do is that's going to set a plane based on wherever your 3D cursor is, right? So you can see how my 3D cursor is slightly off of this face. You can move your mouse and tap the C key in order to place that 3D cursor wherever you want it to be. So you can adjust that. But once you do that, what you can do is you can draw on this face. And what it's going to do is it's going to create a cable based on what you drew. Right? So you can use this in order to create a cable along a plane really quickly just by drawing on it. So, and you can create really whatever shape you want to. It's very simple to do. Just note that these are all getting placed inside of the same object if you do that multiple times like this. But drawing these cables is really easy. Then another cool thing about this is you can also add a cable based on these points. So you can tab in here, click this point, and then you can do a Shift A from inside edit mode, and you can draw, or you can create a cable based on the endpoint that you have here. Notice how we had this selected and now it says that point 1 is set. And then you can add a second point just by clicking over here. So you can see how what that did is that basically extended this based on that first point. And then you can adjust your tension however you want, just like this. And I could come in here and I could kind of make some adjustments if I wanted to. So I could move this down or over or whatever to make the cable really do what I want it to do. You can rotate these as well, and it's going to adjust the direction of that cable. And so notice this cable did get created as a separate object from this one right here. All right, so in addition to being able to draw cables, you can also create them from shapes. So for example, and this is really going to work better if you tab into edit mode, and you're going to have to use the keyboard shortcut for the object on this one, right? So what I'm going to do is I've got this circle. Well, you can't do a Shift A. For whatever reason, Cablerator doesn't show up in here, but what you can do is you can do a Shift Alt C with this selected. So with an edge group selected or a group of edges selected, and then you can click on the button for create from edges. So what that's going to do is that's going to use edges in order to create a cable. So you can see I can use this in order to do this like this. I can also go into the sphere. So if you were to go into the sphere and then pick an edge and then do a control click in order to get the quickest path to this other edge, but you can select these edges right here and then do a Shift Alt C, and I guess I should turn my screencast keys on, but I'm going to do a Shift Alt C. I'm going to select the option for create from edges. You can see how that used those edges in order to create this curve in here. So you can also and so you can adjust the size of this cable inside of this object. So in addition, you can use this for things like edges like this one, right? So if you were to draw some edges in here by extruding a vertex, then tab in here and select them, then do a Shift Alt C, create from edges. See how you can use this in order to create like a pile of cables or something like that. And so the recommended way that I would do this is I would get this kind of close just by doing this, and then I would click, tab into this object, and just kind of move these points around a little bit in order to adjust the way that this looks. So you can see how you can use this in order to create interesting shapes as well. And then if you wanted to, and you don't have to do this, but if you wanted to, you could tab in here, select this edge, and then create a cable using this edge. maybe have it come over into this point. So you might have to play around with that a little bit. I think actually you'd want to have them both selected. So this one, then tab into edit mode. I'm actually going to do a shift click to select these points, and then do a shift A. We're going to create a cable. So you can see how you can use this in order to create a cable between two different cables, like this. Ideally, you'd want them to be the same size, but I think this should give you the idea. And then you can adjust the tension right here in order to create that cable between two different cables really easily. So there's also an option in here to create cables between objects. So if I select these two objects, these are just empties, and then I do a Shift-Alt-C, and I click on Create from Selected Objects. You can use this in order to create a cable that hangs down between these 2 points, like this. So there's a lot of interesting ways to create cables in here. The other thing I wanted to talk about just for a second is there's also the ability to add connectors. And one thing to note, this is all contained inside of the documentation, which I will link to in the notes down below. So if you want some more information, there's also some really helpful little videos in here of different things that you can do. So, you know, videos that show you how things actually work in here. So if you want more information, make sure to check out that documentation. But the last thing I'm going to talk about is the ability to add connectors. All right, so you can use the add connectors function in order to add connectors on the endpoints, right? Because these cables look a little bit weird just going into these holes. You could model the connectors into the holes if you really wanted to, but this gives you another way to do this. So in order for this to work, you need to start by selecting the connector, which is an object that I've modeled here out of a cylinder. And then we want to select our cable. So I'm just going to do a shift click to select my cable. Then I need to tab into edit mode. So it's going to be really important that you select this first and then this object second and tab into edit mode. Otherwise you'll get the option to edit the vertices over here, which is not what you want. But then what you can do is you can select points and do a shift A. And under Cablerator, there's an option in here to add connectors. And so adding connectors is basically going to take the object that you had selected and it's going to place it on whatever points you had selected. Notice how now I have the option in here to offset the connector. So if I tap the D key, then move my mouse, probably with the Shift key selected, you can see I can move this connector in and out. So you can use this to offset that. You can also tap the S key and offset your points of your cables, right? Because otherwise sometimes your cable is kind of in here and it doesn't really align with the connector. Well, if you use the offset, it's going to move that back just a little bit, and that usually makes it so that this goes fairly smoothly into your connector. So you can use this in order to quickly create those connectors inside of your model. So I can do the same thing. And so let's go ahead and add this to this cable too. And what you want to do is you want to duplicate this object off to the side like this. You don't want to select this one because it'll move it. But we're just going to select the connector, do a shift click to select this cable, and then we'll just tab into edit mode, select these 2 points by doing a shift click, and we'll do a shift A, add connectors. That's going to place those connectors inside of those holes right there. Then we'll offset them just a little bit so they kind of show up. Adjust our cable, and we're good to go. So adding those connectors in here can be really easy. There's also a way to add them along the curves here. I haven't quite looked into that one yet, but you can also use this to add detail to your cables as well. All right, so one last thing is I want to talk about how to add multiple cables at once using this add-on. So let's say that we were to do a cable from here, and we'll just say it's going to run to right here. And we'll go ahead and turn the tension down just a bit so it's got more of a this kind of shape to it. So what I want to do is, first of all, I'm going to adjust this so it has a couple more subdivision points. So I'm just going to tap G and move my mouse just so I can edit this a little bit more later. But now what I want to do is I want to add a bevel object to this shape. So if we add a bevel object, what that's going to do is that's going to allow us to use another profile in order to dictate this shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a Shift A. I'm just going to add a circle. I'm going to move it over and scale it down. Then we're going to tab into edit mode. We're just going to duplicate this a couple times. So we'll select that and duplicate it. We'll do a Shift D and we'll duplicate it again. And then we will tab out of edit mode. So what we want to do is we want to take this curve, we want to do a Shift A, and we want to edit our cable. Notice how when we edit our cable, this gives us an option for set bevel object. And so what that means is we can select an object in order to dictate this profile. Well, in this case, if I tap D, and then click on this object, because you can see how it tells me to select an object. It isn't working. So I think this is because these are not curves. So what I want to do is I just want to select this object that I created with my circles. I just want to do an object, convert to, and I want to convert to a curve. So when I do that, you can see how this is now a curve object instead of a mesh object. Well, now if I do a Shift A, go in here and I edit my cable, and I tap D and I set my bevel object, you can see how this will actually use that object in order to dictate the size of your cables. So now if I tap the D key, or now if I tap the S key and move my mouse around, you can see how it's not doing anything. Well, the reason for that is because this has now been linked to these circles. So if I was to scale this down, you can see how the size of my cables in here are going to adjust based on that. So what that means is that now I have this set to be this group of 4 cables. I can tab into edit mode and I can move these curves around, or these points around, in order to adjust the way that my cable's going to look. And so notice how this is using those profiles in order to do that. So you can use that in order to make adjustments in here to create some really custom stuff using cables inside of Blender. So that's where I'm going to end this video. Leave a comment below and let me know what you thought. Do you like this add-on? Are there some things you'd like to do with something like this? I just love having that conversation with you guys. If you like this video, please remember to click that like button down below. If you're new around here, remember to click that subscribe button for new Blender content every week. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.